watching on TV, so if your people's friends can't make it here, you can do it there. Anyway, I want to thank three people primarily, JFK Baker, and my gosh, she's done a technical good job to get the truth out about the JFK assassination. And this is this is welcome to the JFK Assassination Conference. We're live going out, and also we're here in the Sheraton Arlington Conference Center at the Sheraton Arlington in Arlington, Texas, right outside of Dallas, Texas. Here we know that there's everyone in this room is a truth seeker. When you say, give them a hand for yourself, okay? Anyway, here's Barry Baker, got this underway and followed very closely in coordination with Chris Milligan, head of Trying Day Publishing. And by gosh, I can't leave out John B. Wells. He came down last weekend and did a fine job with us at our Fukushima conference. And man, this guy is standing tall in my book. And everyone up here in the Dallas area knows what he stands for. He stands for what's right. Anyway, I want to bring John B. Wells up to the stage now. He's our master of ceremonies for this event. We want to thank each and every one of you for being with us this morning and over the next 3 days. It'll be November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And can go to the jfkconference.com website, jfkconference.com. Welcome, John B. Wells. Thank you for being with us.
It's just excellent to see you all here, and it's your presence is emblematic of the truth, which is some of us realize that this country was not the same on November 22nd, 1963 that it was on November 21st, 1963. And the fact that so many intelligent, bright, truth-seeking, honest, ethical people knew where they were on that day, unlike one of our former presidents who just can't remember where he was. I suspect everyone in this room knew exactly where you were on that day. Those of you who are old enough to remember it. And I think we have perceived that all of the things that we've seen come to pass, the Vietnam War and these endless conflicts and this strange activity in the banking system, really the hijacking of what was supposed to be a free press and it was transformed into some sort of propaganda machine that just continues to just support one particular agenda. When we see what's happening in our government now, and this is not a current administration bashing program, but when you see that, with rare exception, mainstream media supports one party, where is the balance? Where is the truth? Then going back to the John F. Kennedy assassination, what a horrible, monstrous act. But in those days, it was the left wing who was against big government, police state, undeclared wars. Now, it's the right that's against these things. So as I like to say, that the left flank has moved over to the right, and the right flank has moved over to the left, leaving the citizenry just kind of twisting. There was a famous, it still exists, of course, it's a famous moving company for a while. In some of their places, they have a truck that you could rent. It was on top of a pole that just was spinning up there. And I thought, yeah, if you have any problems with it, that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to be spinning in space like that. And many of us have been spinning in space. The biggest thing that happened on November 22nd, 1963 is that our government was hijacked. That's what happened. And it has not been the same since. We know this. So the fact that you people will not let it go, and you've been able to see past, oh, John Kennedy was a womanizer, this, oh, John Kennedy was was taking amphetamines and no. Once you get into the story and you are able to speak with people who know what they're talking about, who have devoted their lives to finding out what is the truth. This is the official narrative, but what is the actual truth? You find out that in many cases, they didn't even know that they were taking amphetamines. A real no-kidding doctor was providing them with vitamins and nutrients that would make them feel better. They had absolutely no idea what they were being given. It's the same thing over and over again, just like when you watch let's take Fox News, for example. What do you see? One drug after another. And then the lawyer commercials telling you that you may be entitled to money damages if you actually took any of it. What sense does this make? It doesn't make any sense. It really is an Alice in Wonderland kind of world where, what did she say? What did the rabbit say? Nothing is, but one is not. Well, Alice in Wonderland kind of world where, what did she say? What did the rabbit say? Nothing is, but one is not. Well, we know now that Lee Harvey Oswald is probably the last person that would have taken a shot at John Kennedy. Let's just think about this just for a moment. A man sent a copy of the Boston American Statesman from November 23rd. There's Lyndon Johnson being sworn in. Jack Kennedy's next to him. And it says that the prime suspect is one Lee Harvey Oswald, who was an employee of the School Book Depository. So that means that he thought, I'll just take my rifle just in case I can take a shot at the president. I already know the parade group is going to come by right here, so I'll go to work. I'll take my rifle. No. All that stuff about J.D. Tippit and all that, have you ever noticed a similarity in the physical appearance between J.D. Tippit and John Kennedy? Is it possible that J.D. Tippit was simply a body double? I would submit to you that not only is it possible, but it's quite likely. After speaking on my program, Caravan of Midnight, I used to be on Coast to Coast AM, and I used to like to talk about these things in a little bit too much detail to suit that huge network. Clear Channel was in decline for a long time, but they began to display symptoms of something that I perceive to be, I'm not going to say nefarious, but I'm going to say not normal. For example, I'm still trying to figure out how any company with $21 billion in debt can continue to operate. I find it interesting that company was turned over to Bain Capital, a company that Mitt Romney had quite a lot to do with. Look how connected it is. Joshua Brewer, who popped his mouth off about the stupidity of the American vote or whatever in regard to Obamacare. Well, he was also the architect of Romneycare. So it's a club. The point I'm trying to make is that it's a club. And these people have known each other for a very, very long time. Rumsfeld, Cheney, the Bush family, and Nixon. All these people, this is an elite club. And the thing is that they own each other through these various houses of lectures, let's call them. It's like the Columbia Hotel or something. They own each other. They have enough dirt on each other where nobody's going to ever say anything. And it really is up to the citizenry, for better or worse. Whatever may happen to us for attempting to do such a thing, for daring to defy the official narrative, for daring to demand accountability in government. Some citizens have been punished for this. Some of them have just plain disappeared. My stance is that we're all going to disappear one day for one reason or another. So while you're here, the important thing is to stand for something. Not just take up space. Not just go with the official narrative that we live in the land of the free and home of the brave. Brave, yes. Free? I'm not so sure. As a great professor at the University of Arkansas named Adolph Reed once said, black man, by the way, if you can convince the American people they live in a free society, you can convince them of anything. That may be a little bit cynical, but It's good because it keeps you on your toes. It's just a nagging possibility that we don't live in a free land that keeps us vigilant, keeps us interested in maintaining the desire to be a free people. It'll be a fight, it always has been, it will continue to be so. The reason that this assassination conference has been called is so that we do not forget what happened 51 years ago today in London. We still don't believe the official narrative. We don't trust our government. And according to the founding fathers, we are doing exactly what we should be doing, which is questioning everything that has to do with authority. When it comes to governance, we have to question it all, because when we cease to question it, we become its servants. If I had a flask, or glass, I would raise a toast to Lee Harvey Oswald, the man who did not kill John Kennedy. All right, now I believe, we're in for Linda Meyer?
Yep.
Lee Harvey Oswald and Ruth Payne